Is going to be pretty active this weekend.
Yes, so as we move forward into the weekend, very busy weather for not just here in Cincinnati, but especially across the entire country. Right now, we have a good portion of the Mississippi River Valley under a tornado watch. That's the massive red box that you see. Look at that line of strong storms making its way throughout Missouri. Right now, we have anything from severe thunderstorm warnings to tornado warnings and even a confirmed tornado warning there in southern Missouri right now. As the system moves further east, it is going to weaken out. So this is a very mean looking line of storms, and it is at this point, but overnight it's going to weaken as it pulls further and further to the east. That is some good news for us here in Cincinnati. Things are going to be quiet for us for a couple more hours. I'm not anticipating seeing any sort of rain or thunderstorms until closer to about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Even that, I'm a little bit early on it. It could even be as late as about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning before we see anything in the greater Cincinnati area. I want to show you the Storm Prediction Center's severe outlook for overnight tonight into tomorrow morning as this initial line moves through. I want to show you this because it's weakening the further east it goes. So again, these storms are going to kind of fall apart as they move into the Cincinnati area. All of that said, though, we do still have the chance for an isolated strong or severe storm late tonight or early Saturday morning. So keep all of this in mind. If you're headed off to bed, make sure that you've got multiple ways to receive warnings, just because if we do have a warning, it is going to be quite early in the morning. Not just that, but also tomorrow afternoon, we have a secondary round of strong storms moving into the region, at least. Here in greater Cincinnati, yet again, it's likely that most of those storms are going to be weakening as they move into the Cincinnati area. That said, we do still have that slight risk issued for northern Kentucky. So this includes a little bit of southeastern Indiana as well. So yet again, tomorrow afternoon, cannot rule out the potential for a strong or severe storm moving in here. So as far as today's concerned, or tonight into tomorrow morning, that's really what we're looking at. Areas west of I-75 for the overnight, and then tomorrow during the afternoon, areas south of the 71-75 split. We also have a wind advisory that's going to go into place overnight through the day tomorrow, all the way through 8 o'clock, because winds will be gusting without a thunderstorm closer to about 40 miles per hour. So it is going to be incredibly windy all day long tomorrow. Also, the rainfall that's moving in with these storms will be heavy. We're looking at picking up potentially anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rainfall for a lot of the area. So here's that timeline for what you can expect with this weather impact day that's going into effect overnight tonight. We are going to see those rain showers, thunderstorms moving through here throughout the overnight hours, closer to about 3, 4 o'clock. Chances there for a strong storm, but again, it's not looking like a huge threat, just something that's a possibility. Tomorrow afternoon, that timeline for thunderstorms returning, and yet again, could see an isolated strong storm. All threats are on table, looking like the most likely scenario for us here. The biggest concern is going to be heavy rainfall. There's also the concern for some strong to damaging wind, then that low-end tornado threat, low-end hail threat as well. Overnight Saturday into Sunday, heavy rain will take over, and that is when I think we wind up seeing some of the heaviest rain really moving through the area. So as far as the rest of the weekend is concerned, again, heavy rain's the big threat, strong winds a possibility, and then that low-end hail and tornado threat. Quickly want to take you through Futurecast. Here we are by about 5 o'clock in the morning, some isolated activity out ahead of that main line of activity that's going to roll through here. Closer, again, to about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Throughout the rest of the morning, I do still think we wind up with some scattered activity across the area. And then even into the middle of the day tomorrow, still can't rule out the chance for some rain, some thunder. Keep this in mind if you're headed out to the St. Patrick's Parade. Certainly something that's a possibility. Tomorrow afternoon, still timing is a little bit more uncertain as to when we could see the strongest storms moving through here, but there is that potential still tomorrow afternoon for strong storms to roll through, and then that heavy rain will just kind of continue to pour in here, not just overnight, but then throughout some of Sunday morning as well. After that, we start to dry out for the weekend. Again, tomorrow is a weather impact day. I do think we have the potential to see some rainfall moving through here during the St. Patrick's Parade tomorrow, so keep this in mind if you are headed out to that. Meanwhile, temperatures are going to be in the 70s. And after that, Chris, next week starts off a little bit chilly.